959. On the streets, on the air.
TPZ, is it tipsy? Or TPZ?
TPZ, no.
TPZ, no?
Yeah. It reminds me of TKC vibes, TPZ.
Yeah, they're featuring African Papi. Paris, one of our favorite songs actually in the country. I think this is one of the country's favorite songs.
Yeah, true, Cipiano, because songs come and go so fast. Way back, this song would still be like a super big song, but because there's so many songs that drop, it's like, it sounds like an old song, but it was just dropped a few months ago.
I think it's still a big song. I mean, when DJs are playing and we're out at Groove and I hear it drop, we lose it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
attention spans also are way shorter.
Yeah.
Right? So even for songs, so it goes for all media types.
Yeah.
So whereas we would like, you would have a normal way of dropping a record, like, oh, let me drop the first single, and then by the time you like, when I'm dropping after my third single, people are already like,
They've moved. They've absolutely moved. 12 after 7, 959 breakfast on the street, on the air. I've got Spiwe on the line for 959 breakfast champs.
Hashtag 959 breakfast champs.
Spiwe, good morning.
Spiwe, nothing wheelie. Hola, Spiwe.
Hello, Shapiwe. Oi, my computer is frozen, so we can't even bring a Spiwe on air. Shapiwe. No, we're struggling. Let's try fix ourselves from a technical perspective, and then we'll be right back with Spiwe.
Here's something interesting. I'm always starting my day on 959 with Dineo and Sol. Dineo and Sol.
Titled Easy to Love. Here's somebody who's easy to love. Spiwe, 959 Breakfast Champ. Spiwe, good morning.
Spiwe!
Hello.
Hello!
How are you, young man?
Good.
Fantastic. How old are you? What grade are you in?
I'm 6 years old. I'm in grade 1.
Oh, he's
Wow.
in grade 1. Oh, you sound so cute. What school are you from?
Rhinefield Primary School.
Oh, in Pinoni, Rhinefield. Yes, I know Rhinefield.
Alrighty. So, Sipiwe, we've got two uncles and one auntie in studio. We've got Uncle Sol, Uncle Mustafa, and Auntie Dineo. Who do you want to ask a question to?
Dineo.
Auntie Dineo. Oh my gosh. Alrighty, what's the question? Hit me.
What came first? The color orange or the fruit orange?
Okay, hold on. What came first?
Ooh,
the color orange or the
fruit
fruit orange? I
Goodness
think
me.
the fruit orange came first, and then it inspired for us to name the color after the fruit.
That's correct.
That's correct.
Is that correct?
Yes.
He said that's correct.
Auntie Dineo is the power.
For the first time, history is made.
Oh, you're an idiot. Thank you so much, Sipiwe. Thank you so much. Tell me something. Do you think the petrol price is going to go down anytime soon?
No.
No, I also think so. I think we're pretty much stuck between a rock and a hard place, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything is so expensive. Yeah. So right now, do you know how it costs to fill up your mom's car?
25 rand.
25 rand. Perlita.
Lisa.
Perlita even.
Smarty.
Smart one, eh?
Give that kid a clap. I really said.
Don't give him a bells unless it's
Yeah,
lunch.
bell.
It's for lunch break at school. That's the only bells
That's the
kids are
only
getting.
bell.
Yes. He thinks Chapas is bell.
Thank you so much, Piwe. Do you want to say hi to anyone this morning, my love?
My friends and my family.
Oh, sweetie, you know what?
Sweetie.
Your friends and your family, they love you. Go out there and shine and be the champ that you are. We love you. Bye-bye.
Hashtag 959 Breakfast Champs. Kaya traffic.
Kaya traffic.
On the street.
On the air.
If you're on your way to the airport, do note that there's heavy traffic from Bedford View to Essex World, so you need to leave your place earlier due to the heavy load on R24 East heading towards OR Tambo International. And the stationary vehicle on the N12 East at Galuli's interchange, the left lane is obstructed. We've got an accident on the N1 North after 14th Avenue. The left lane is obstructed there, resulting in slow-moving traffic. If you spot anything else, do tweet us at Kaya On Air with the hashtag Kaya Traffic. So Penduga, Kaya Traffic.
Thank you very much, Mr. Penduga. Guess the PSL soccer player using the following clues and stand to win. This player's rise has been unpredictable, earning him the nickname Mshishi. Really, is that the nickname? That is so wild. This is Mshishi in reference to his exquisite skills. He's a Mamelodi Sundown midfielder who proudly shines on the field in his number 18 jersey. Visit kai959.co.za to share your answer if you think you know the player. Mshishi.
First class parking brings you the only AXA accredited valet parking at OR Tambo International Airport. Not only does first class parking ensure the safety of your car, we also offer auto repairs, car wash, full valet, dealership drop off and collection, as well as complimentary concierge service. Get a quote today on firstclassparking.co.za. Whether you are flying for business or pleasure, travel with peace of mind. First class parking, 24 hours of hassle-free service.
In this world where you want to grow your business fast, wouldn't you rather have a bank that enables quick and easy payments? Accept card and QR payments with Nedbank Pocket Pass, the affordable mobile point-of-sale device for only 89 Rand once off. So, do you want a bank that only talks small business or a bank that helps you do big things with your small business? Visit nedbank.co.za/pocketpass. See money differently. Nedbank. We're a licensed FSP and registered credit provider. T's and C's apply.
Hey, Nguzimasa Fabaza Lo. And here's something interesting. I'm always starting my day on 959 with Dineo and Sol. Dineo and Sol.
And I've been living fast life, but I see it in slow. Oh no, and you see my lifestyle, I got G's in the tub. See many people there outside where they feed man's oboe. Oh no, and me I stand the defender like Joseph Yobo. But girl say she want Netflix and chill, so I chatty get if I want it. If you fall in love, Kelly satin. You go to breakfast, I'm not capping. Can you see dripple, I'm not catching. I'm not faking this, no fugazi. You see these feelings, I'm not catching. I'm a Western fit, I just want it. Happiness. If I broke, now my business. I'ma show you, you go right. All I care for the night. If I broke, now my business. I'ma show you, you go right. All I care for the night. FINESSC is the reason why your baba only jealous me. If you want to take us serious, I do top speed. No fit to resonate, I'm on a different frequency. I don't think it's necessary. I'll be done with somebody that could do like me. When I be like Musala coming off the right wing, I got to your defender, you no need to tell me. I'm a house, finesse. You know, send me, I must not. I will carry go. If me, I got money past you. If you're not careful, finesse. You know, send me, I must not. I will carry go. If me, I got money past you. If you're not careful, finesse. If I broke, now my business. I'ma show you, you go right away. All I care for the night. If I broke, now my business. All I care, you go right away. All I care for the night. Happiness. If I broke, now my business. I'ma show you, you go right. All I care for the night. If I broke, now my business. All I care is to buy to all I care for the night. Baby, my kulayo. My fed on me so. My fed on me so.
23 minutes after 7, that is Pels and Buju. Finesse.
Yeah, and we're still hanging out with Mustafa in studio. What do we call you, bro? What would your title be with the work you're doing online?
Wow. Maybe you could say a socio-economic commentator.
Socio-economic commentator.
Yeah.
That's very clever. Did you just coin that now?
No, I did not. I had to think about it.
Sounded like it.
Yeah, it sounded like it.
No, I had to think about it because I think a lot of people, and I've got like I call it like my my board of directors, right? I've got like I'm a khotman in the industry, not in the industry, etc. And by industry I mean entrepreneurs, right? And in marketing and in other aspects of my life, who kind of look at the work that I do and they will make suggestions. And there's a process to all of this madness, and it will likely end up in a book, etc. and all of these other things, because what we've realized, I've got like kids that like will send me DMs and say, do you know that we actually use your videos in economics class to distill concepts in short 1-minute clippings so that people can understand something around an industry?
There's something so intellectually, it's almost like an intellectual gifting.
Yes.
To be able to take 30 minutes worth of information and be able to articulate it in a 45-second video.
Right.
Yeah.
So impactfully that people actually understand, and also to a level of a layman who's not as intellectually inclined, for them to just get it and understand it. I think that's a very special gifting. Do you think you're an intellectual?
I think that yes, I am an intellectual, but not in the academic sense, and that's also very key. It's also key to kind of like have that distinction, because yes, now in my later life I've gone back and I'm at Wits Business School now, and I'm on the MBA track, but I never started like that.
That's the divorce course, you know that, right? I'm glad you're not married at this stage, because it is the divorce course.
It is hectic.
Anyone taking on an MBA in a marriage will probably end up divorced by the end of that MBA.
It is hectic, but
it's a very hectic course.
But you've got to understand that, like, and I think a lot of times people get hung up on what qualifications people have, and that's the old world. The new world is about skills, right? I have a particular skill that I understand people and how to get them emotional with words. Yes, it comes from me growing up and being the grandchild of a pastor, right? So I watched my grandfather every Sunday use words to move people and tell stories. So I distill in the same way, right?
It's just with different subject matter.
100%.
Yeah.
You're doing an MBA, business school. Speaking of business, let's talk about the business of social media and what you're doing.
Yeah.
I think I've seen content that looked sponsored. Are you making money from this, and how do you monetize it?
Oh, 100%. What I want to distill for people is that this is not by any mistake. I in 2014, I started a digital media agency, which was at the time one of the foremost black-owned social media and digital companies in the country, right? Specifically off Twitter, and we ended up doing, I think, consistently over 10 to 15 million rand a year on that company.
Wow.
And
that's wild.
This was at a time when nobody thought you could sell on social media, right? And we did it. And we knew, because where people gather, right? Brands want to be part of the conversation, and we facilitate the cool, right? We help brands to be part of the conversations that everybody's having, whether it's about the king, whether it's about other things, right? Whether it's about Big Zulu. How can a brand be part of that, right?
So you do product placement within conversations.
If you were to distill it to a level like that, yes. But what we do is that we help brands to communicate who they are, what they do, and how it changes people's lives.
Speaking of, I remember you hitting me up looking for Musa Kawula's number. Now he's got a very, he's got a reputation online.
Yes.
Would you be able to monetize an account like that?
So there is a section of people who would want to monetize there, right? With brands that are not necessarily attached to like image, etc., but want more people to see them, right? So you look at people like
I wonder what brands would want to monetize under such a toxic
growing brand.
At any cost.
No, growing brands, guys. Like a hair company will want to, because there are people there where people gather to have conversations. Brands will want to be there, It doesn't matter how or when that happens. They want to be part of those conversations. And if you can facilitate those conversations with the right brands, everyone's got an audience, right? And that audience can be monetized. And if you're the one who owns it, then you can make money off it.
I've got a Jabu on the line here. Jabu, good morning.
Good morning. Let me switch off my radio, gentlemen. Sorry.
Thank you so
Etiquette.
much.
Etiquette.
We love you, Jabs. We love you for that. Yeah. Talk to us. We've got Mustafa. I assume you've called for him?
Yes, I have. He said something very profound as far as companies or people chasing paper as far as qualifications rather than the skill. And I think it is very, very important because where we are as a country, as far as the education system is concerned, we're still harping on you need to get a qualification, whereas there are people that are so good at what they do, they could easily slip into the work, do the work, and then maybe chase the paper later because you are much better. And I'm talking on myself. I was able to finish my degree and I understood it much better because of the work at first. Then I studied and everything just fell into place. So the issue of chasing paper for me, here and there, people are sitting around with so many things that they can do, but because we need a degree, we need a diploma, we need this, and we start just letting these people not get employed, not given opportunities, and then for me that's the biggest problem. And thanks for this guy to mention this very, very important thing.
Pleasure, my brother. Pleasure.
Absolutely. So tell me, what's been your most rated piece of content? Because I know the one you did about the Guptas was like literally, it flew.
Let me tell you an interesting story about that. So, one thing, let me get one thing straight. There are definitely third, fourth, fifth forces in the country, and they work tirelessly. So the Gaddafi, I did a Gaddafi clip, right, about where Gaddafi's billions ended up in South Africa, right?
Yeah.
It's an open secret, everybody knows it. The clip did 500,000 in 3 days. And was 57% of that was in South Africa. The rest was in UK, Ghana, USA, etc. The clip went like global.
Wow.
Within 3 days. I then get a call from my mom and she says, yeah, la clip.
Why?
Look, she got a couple of calls from some people, and I have
Is your mom a woman of influence?
Yeah, she is.
Yes, but at the end of the day, the truth is that was my most biggest clip, and it was probably going to go really big. The other one was the lotto. I called it a scam. I still think it's a scam, and they're still open to call me and bring me into the office and explain to me how the lotto is not a scam.
Alrighty, as we wrap you up, so here's what we think as the 959 Breakfast team, right? You have to have a book.
Oh, yes.
A coffee table book.
Yes.
Title it, here's something interesting. I can guarantee you that thing will fly. And also a distribution channel for that coffee table book. I mean, not necessarily a coffee table setting, but you know those long distance flights?
Yeah.
International flights?
Yeah.
We would lap
Goodness me.
that thing up. First class, business class, whatever class, it does not matter. But please toy around with
With
it.
random
100%.
arbitrary facts about things all over.
Yes.
Nothing too long.
Yeah,
just like your videos,
yeah.
but in text format.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Love that. Thanks so much, guys.
No worries. Thank
you.
you for sharing your intellect. Thank you for being brave enough to be a nerd when everyone is trying to be cool.
Trying to trend.
Thank you so much. It's so important. 31 after 7. He's starting his day at 959, as are you. To the news desk we go.
Start your day at 959.
Good morning.
Hashtag 959 Breakfast. Kaya News
Kaya News.
on Kaya 959.
With the news headlines at 7:30, a very good morning. I'm Gadao Sohoto. Tshwane Mayor Randall Williams continues to face heavy criticism over the controversial 26 billion rand unsolicited bid for the refurbishment of 2 power stations in the city. The EFF is set to march in support of dismissed community health nurses in Pretoria this morning, and Somali security forces remain on high alert at a hotel in Mogadishu following a fatal shooting which claimed the lives of more than 20 people. I'll have more on these and other stories in the news at 8 on 959 Breakfast with Dineo Ranaka and Sol Penduka.
Kaya News
Kaya News.
on the street,
On the air.
and on the story. Kaya Sports.
Starting off with boxing news, it is the big talking point. Anthony Joshua lost his temper after losing his rematch to Alessandro Usyk, and he reacted angrily by throwing his 2 belts and arguing with his team. Then he gave an impassioned speech.
Wait, I'm talking. Okay. Look, if you knew my story, you would understand the passion. I ain't no amateur boxer from 5 years old that was an elite prospect from my youth, bro. I was going to jail. I see some high little youths in Reading jail. I got bail and I started training my ass off. Because if I got sentenced, I wanted to be able to fight. This guy, to be me,